Mind over matter. There is a story behind every great man and their contributions to the betterment of those around them. But this is exacerbated heavily by ingenious people who push the limits of what is known. One of these people is Albert Einstein, who's given so much to those around him and even the world. This has been a man that's gone through trials and tribulations like World War II, which has more terrifying aspects to it, knowing that he himself was a Jew. This, in my own belief, pushed Einstein to become what he is known for today. As stressful moments have helped us all become better, I think the same went for Albert Einstein. Not many of us go into depth as far as Albert Einstein's childhood, and we can't see it because we can't imagine him as a child. But as he grew up to be older, his life experiences made him what he was, a genius. From an incredibly young age, he had been intrigued with math and sciences, which ushered his obsession with education. He was quirky as a child and stood out compared to the rest of the kids, especially because they didn't like what he liked. He questioned everything he could, even the thoughts of God himself. So he carried this curiosity for years. And I've learned that he's moved plenty of times as a child. And due to the fact that his parents didn't want to stay in one spot, he got different experiences and different ways of life. But this famous man has definitely realistic and more common struggles than even I expected. He was plagued by multiple obstacles and struggles in the path while he was becoming something greater. He had thoughts on the school systems he grew up going through and learning in. And he liked curriculums that focused on different ideas and different subjects that he held close to him as a young man. These curriculums focused on things like physics, mathematics, and different other aspects of science-based subjects. But on top of that, when he got older and graduated college from the Swiss, he then became unemployed for a really long time. And that was really hard on him because he had no source of income. And on top of that, throughout his life, multiple family members died. It was very sad to hear and read that his daughter died, his mother, and, of course, his parents and stuff. So I think, though, that what made him struggle and the traumatic experiences he had really did a number on him, but made him who he was. And that includes the Nazi as well, where the Nazis forced him to try to create sciences and weapons of mass destruction. But unfortunately for them, it didn't work out. And I'm glad that he was able to escape and get to a better place by making innovations. Yeah, and he can be an inspiration for all of us because of his challenges that he's faced and overcome and, if anything, improved himself from. And I think most importantly, like I said, he's inspirational, and he believed in multiple things, not only sciences, but in equality for all. And that was surprising as well, reading about his humanitarianism. And he never thought, if you're Nazi or Jewish, black or white, that you will be any different than the person next to you. He not only comes off very professional, educated, but compassionate as well as selfless. And it seems that with all that has happened to him, he still found room in his heart to care for those that didn't even know him. By doing so, he put others ahead of him because he became an example to follow. The intellect he had was incredible, especially when it came to, at the time, little known physics. His mathematical equations were priceless in developing and understanding the universe. And he contributed to the scientific community immensely. His contributions were life-changing and irreplaceable to those around him and the peers that he had when he was older. The fact that he shared his findings with his peers and even across the world in good spirit was a shock in itself. The sense of community that seemed to form through his support became a flourishing science community that still lives on today. This is one man who has became one of the greatest by spreading his wondrous ideas of space travel and different properties of matter and different things that stretched beyond just mathematics and segued into other subjects and other things that we wouldn't even expect. And I think that the reasons why Albert Einstein is more significant personally than any other human being, especially, actors or influencers, is that he has brought more than just entertainment. Without him expecting anything in return, he worked hard and effortlessly to perfect his work and improve what he knew, as far as like his equations and math goes.